Welcome everyone. In this video we will talk about bitwise operator. In the last video we discussed about what exactly the bit manipulation is. So now in this video we will talk about bitwise operator and we will understand how bitwise operator help us to perform bit manipulations. And in the next video we will start with the basic programming where we will write some simple C program to understand the uses of bit manipulation, or we can say the implementation of bit manipulation using these bitwise operators. Okay, so let's start understanding what exactly bitwise operators in C programming is. Okay, so generally when we like perform some operation on the integer variable, let's say you have some integer variable. Okay, so what we do is when you perform some operation on these variable, let's say you just perform addition, okay, you perform subtraction, right? So whenever we perform these operations, so these operations basically performed on complete this full integer variables. But now, because now we are talking about bit manipulation, so bitwise operators are the operator which provide us the facility by which we can basically perform operations on the individual bits. So now instead of performing operations on these individual variables, we are going to perform the operations on individual bits of these variables actually. Okay, so there are three types of bitwise operators which is available in C programming. So the first operator is AND operator, which is basically denoted by this AND uh, symbol basically, and then we have OR operator, which is basically denoted by this symbol. Okay, then we have XOR operator, which is basically denoted by this symbol. Okay, so we'll talk about each of these bitwise operator. We'll see what is the role of AND operator, what is the role of OR operator, and then what is the role of XOR operator. Okay, so AND operator basically will be giving you the output value 1 only when both operands are 1. Okay, so let's understand this within table basically. So let's say you have two operand, one operand is x, other operand is y. Okay, so now we will assume the value of both of these operand basically. Okay, so now because these are two operands, so we will just calculate the value of the output by using AND operator on these two operand actually. Okay, so now because x value is 0, y value is also 0, so when you do AND operator and bitwise operator on this x and y, you will get value 0, because both of the elements or both of the operands are 0. But in the next operation both of the operands are 1, so it will give you the value 1. Okay, and in the next operation you have both of, sorry, this should be 1 basically. In the next operation one of the operand is 1, other operand is 0, but as per the AND operator, if both operand will be 1, then only it will output 1, otherwise it will give you the output 0. Okay, then again you can take here example here is like x value is 0 and y value is 1, so because only one operand is 1, it will give you value 0. So these are the example of input to this AND operator, and these are the values which we get after performing AND operator on this x and y value. Okay, so this is the, we call it truth table of your AND operator basically. Okay, so you can remember it, and or you can understand what exactly the meaning of AND operator, so that it will help you out writing the bit manipulation program going ahead. Okay, so now let's talk about OR operator. So as I said, OR is represented by this symbol. Okay, and OR operator will be giving you an output value 1 if any of the operand is having value 1 basically. Okay, so let's draw again the table by using x and y operand. Okay, so now you can see here we are going to perform OR operations, or basically between these x and y. So when value of x is 0 and value of y is also 0, because none of the operand is having value 1, so this will give you the value 0 as an output. Here in the next case, when you have value of x is 1 and the other operand value is 0, but because one operand is having value 1, so this will give you an output 1. Okay, and in the next case both of the operands are having value 1, so of course it will give you the output 1. And in the next case you have value 0 for the first operand, value 1 for the second operand, it will give you the value 1, because now it has one operand which is having value 1. Okay, so this is about OR operator. Okay, so now let's understand XOR operator. So XOR operator, as I said, it is represented by this symbol basically. Okay, so we will again draw a table by using x and y value. So XOR operator, what does it gives you as an output? XOR will give you the value 1 if both of the operand is of opposite types. What does it mean? If one operand is 0 and other operand is 1, then it will give you an output 1. Otherwise, in other cases, it will give you output 0. Okay, so now let's draw the table here. Okay, so you're going to perform XOR operation between variable x and operand x and operand y. Okay, so now the very first operand is 0 and the second operand is again 0, because both are not of opposite types, both are same, so this will give you the result 0. Okay, in the next case, when you have operand x as value 1 and y as value 0, so in this case both operand is of opposite types, because one operand is of value 1, other operand is of value 0, so this will give you an output value 1. Okay, in the next case both operand is of have the same value 1 and 1, because this operand is having the same value, this will give you an output as 0. And in the next case, when x is 0, y is 1, because both are of opposite value, it will give you the output 1. Okay, so this was about bitwise operator. Like we have discussed about AND operator, we have discussed about OR operator, we have discussed about XOR operator. So these three operator we use a lot whenever we are writing the bit manipulation program, whether you are going to set a particular bit of a integer, whether you are going to clear a particular bit of an integer, whether you're going to toggle a bit of an integer, and there are other complex programs of bit manipulations which we will be writing in the next videos, and we will see the uses of these bitwise operator there in those videos basically. Okay, so if you found this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dive into embedded system and programming techniques. Also feel free to share your thought and questions in the comment below. Until next time, happy learning.